friends. So recently, one of my closest friends, she asked me to make a video on articles. Here I am explaining articles. Articles, though they may sound like a very simple topic, but they can be very tricky at times. Let's define articles first. Articles are words that are used before nouns and they show us whether a noun is used in a general manner or it's used in a specific manner. Articles can be categorized into two categories, that is indefinite ones wherein the noun is used in a general manner, and in the indefinite ones there are just two articles, that is a and an, and the definite article where a noun is used in a definite sense or in a specific sense, and the is the article used there. I'll be making another video that is part 2 of the same video on definite articles, so stay tuned. First things first, indefinite articles, that is a and an. Generally, a is used before all the nouns that begin with consonant sounds. I am stressing on the fact sound. I didn't say consonant words. I'm saying consonant sounds because we have lately been studying English with phonics. So it is a boy, for that matter, a car, a house. On the other hand, an is used before all the nouns that begin with vowel sounds, that is A, E, I, O, U. We have 5 vowels, and if the word begins with these sounds, then we put an before them. But as I said before, there are some exceptions to this rule. First, we'll look on the exceptions that we have with the usage of a. So when you is a vowel and it should traditionally have an before it, but sometimes our u makes the sound of a y, and that's where we use a. For example, we say a union or a unicorn or a university. We'll never say an university. Why? Because though these words are starting with a vowel U, but they do make sound of a Y. That's why we are using a. Similarly, sometimes our O makes the sound of a W, like a one-legged man. So here it seems that the general sound of O is O. But when we are writing this a one-legged man, this O is making a sound of a W. So for a naive person, he may write it as a W-O-N rather than a O-N-E. And that's how we are using a rather than an. The third situation, when EU together makes the sound of a Y rather than a sound of a E, like an European man, is the wrong usage. This is a wrong usage. The correct usage is a European man. So never ever do say an European man. This is completely wrong usage. Why? Because EU makes the sound of a Y. So we'll go with the correct usage, that is a European man. Similarly, the usage of an also comes with some exceptions. That is, when certain words begin with an H and that H is silent, so we go with the other letter that is a vowel and write an. Like, for example, words like an honorable man. So here, see, the H is silent here and we go by the sound of the O, or for that matter, an R. we don't write OR. We always say an R. Why? Because our H is silent over here. For that matter, an honest man. So here also H is silent. So in these words we can say that though our word is starting with the consonant followed by a vowel, but here the consonant has gone silent, so we'll go with the vowel sound. That's why I stress consonant sounds and vowel sounds. Another situation is wherein we have a word that are spelled with consonant but pronounced as vowel. For example, he or she is an MBA. So see, though M is a consonant, but it is pronounced as MBA, and E is a vowel. That's why we do say an MBA rather than a MBA. Sometimes, though it may sound quite funny, but the pronunciation may vary depending on the geographical location too. Like for example, we have the word herb. In India, as well as in the British accent, we do say herb. H is not silent, so we say a herb. But in American accent, it is an herb. Because for American people, H is silent, so they go with the pronunciation herb where they see this E, and that's why I put an. So it is an herb for American accent and a herb for British accent. This American accent comes from the fact that herb is a French word, and in French all the H are silent. There is another important notification that says that we do not use indefinite articles before uncountable nouns. That is the nouns that we cannot count, like sugar or salt, or for that matter something water. So we do use determiners in those places. So I'll be making part 2 of the video wherein we will be discussing the definite articles. Also, if you have some doubt with any topic in English or grammar, do message me. I'll try to sort it out. I'll try and help to my best. Do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.